a watch and a calendar is to time as a headset is to space. And so let me rephrase that by saying, like, I think two of the pillars of our reality are both, space and time. And I think there's been a lot of industries and a lot of money being built around time management, right? And that's clear. Like, you have a calendar, you have a schedule, you use time everywhere, et cetera, et cetera. And you're optimizing time. But our relationship with space has actually been pretty limited. And I think the headset is one of the first tools that sort of lets us evolve that relationship. And so let me follow that up with another phrase, but like, I believe for anything that you are doing, there is a perfect environment for that. And this tool gets us closer and closer to that environment. And for that environment, I mean literally fucking anything. For example, we're recording a podcast. There is an optimal environment to be recording a podcast, especially of this nature, right?
Yeah, what is that?
And so that should be like that. Again, a headset is a tool that allows us to approach that environment. I think for anything you're doing, I think you're doing research on crypto, there's a different environment that is optimized for that. It's not the 3 or 4 screens in front of you. It's not X amount more screens in front of you. It's changing the context around you. It's everything else. And so
Yeah.
again, I think about this. I think about VR particularly very deeply, but I think it's a tool that quite literally evolves the relationship we have with one of the pillars of reality. And I think people are just way underestimating, one, how here it already is, and two, how prevalent that's going to be as like more and more use cases start getting built out. What we believe sort of like the main purpose of holding a Badger right now, though, is we want to be the community for that onboards anyone into VR. So like, if you buy an Oculus Quest 2, or if you buy something and you hop on into a lobby and you hear a bunch of shrieking kids and you're like, yo, like, where are the chill adults at? Like, that's where we want to be right now.
Yeah. That's
And
totally a reality with the Quest 2 right now. You just see
exactly.
like little kids fighting.
Exactly. And there is a really cool burgeoning community in VR, but like, yeah. And so we want to be that community, and that's sort of what holding a Badger means for now. So if you're holding a Badger, every Wednesday we're having like VR sessions, and like that, and like that's sort of like what we want to be like one of the main drivers right now. We want to build a strong VR community, because as we start to building out Badger Bash, our Oculus game, we're going to be tapping into that pool of early adopters for feedback and iterating from there.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of VR as well. I'm still obviously getting into it, but the small stone that started the avalanche for me was a really Ready Player One.
Okay,
And
right.
that's how I kind of fell into this whole world. So I have a Quest 2. I
It's funny
love
you
it.
say that.
It's so fun.